Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and today we're going to take a look at the third scenario for the Age of Apocalypse campaign. Apocalypse. What? Yeah, so this is kind of like Thanos, where the guy that the box is named after showed up in the third scenario. So I wonder what's going to happen in scenario 4 and 5.
Uh-oh.
You'll just have to wait and see. All right. So Apocalypse it's got a lot of things going for it, which we'll get to. But first of all, let's look at the setup.
All right, so for the Age of Apocalypse, we are going to grab Apocalypse 1 and 2 for standard, and 3 and 4. No,
It says three only, but I think it's
3.
supposed to be 3 and 4.
Yeah, because I think there is a 4 on
There
this. I'm
is,
pretty sure.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's 3 and 4 for expert mode. And then you're going to grab the Apocalypse scenario. You're going to grab the Prelates side scheme and a standard set, or not side scheme, the Prelates module and a standard set. Those are required. And we've got another video that goes over the standard sets if you want to see the various different ones that include the ones from Con of Heroes. So if you want to check those out, those are pretty fun and can add some variety. And then we're going to grab 2 modular sets, and they suggest Dark Riders and Infinites, which we'll go over in this video. And for setup, we're going to set aside each unused villain card, each prelate minion, and the Tyrant's Throne side scheme. We're going to reveal the Heart of the Empire side scheme, and the first player reveals a random set-aside prelate minion. Another thing that they don't mention here is because we are using the prelate set, there is a side scheme that we're going to grab. Yeah, that starts out permanent,
From
right?
the Infinite.
Oh, from the Infinite set.
Yeah,
There's a side scheme that's permanent. So.
All right, so we got the Age of Apocalypse. Starts with 1 threat per player. Add 1 threat per player per turn. X per player threshold. So X is the numeral of Apocalypse's printed hit point value, which will show that. Force interrupt. When Apocalypse would be defeated, discard each attachment from him and heal all damage from him instead. Remove X threat from this scheme. Ignore any crisis icons.
Okay.
All right. So for standard, you start with Apocalypse 2, but there is an Apocalypse 1 if you wanted to play rookie mode. So you would start, yeah, you would start with Apocalypse 1 if you decided to play rookie mode.
I knew this one was a little bit different. Yeah. All right, so Apocalypse 1 is a scheme of 1 and attack of 2. He's a mutant with toughness. And as a force interrupt, whenever the main scheme is completed, you're going to remove all threat from it, ignoring any crisis icons. And you're going to flip this card and reveal Apocalypse 2. And this one starts out with 8 hit points per player.
Right. So that means the main scheme would, since the numeral is 8, that would have a threshold of 8 if you started with Apocalypse 1. But yeah, when you go to Apocalypse 2 here, 2 scheme, 2 attack. Now he's steady, and I think he was tough before.
Yeah, he was tough.
Yeah, now he's steady. The force interrupt's the same, but he has 9 hit points per player.
Yeah, same, except it reveals 3 instead of 2. All right, and then for Apocalypse 3, he's got 2 scheme, 3 attack. Again, he's got steady and toughness here. And this one is you're going to remove all threat and flip 4 to Apocalypse 4. And this one's got 10 hit points per player.
And then Apocalypse Stage 4, 3 scheme, 3 attack, stalwart now. And his attacks gain overkill. And now, if the main scheme is complete, the players lose the game.
Yep.
Yeah, so one of the suggested ones was Infinite. So this is a permanent that would start the game. So this is the gene pool, permanent setup. It's a threshold of 4. Force response after an ally is defeated by anything other than a consequential damage. Place 3 threat here. Now, if you saw our Unis video, you saw that Unis is affected by this as well, and then there were some minions. Since Apocalypse is not affected by the gene pool, the only thing that the gene pool affects would be cards from the Infinites modular set. Okay, so this is again a series of advancing a story. This one actually we have our own set of kind of like the Collector, Escape from the Museum, or Hella. But we have our own set of schemes, side schemes that we need to go through while Apocalypse is messing with the main scheme. So this is the card that starts the game in play.
All right, so we start off with Heart of the Empire. So this one has 2 threat, and threat cannot be removed from this scheme while a prelate minion is in play. And whenever this one's defeated, the first player reveals a random set-aside prelate minion, and you're going to deal each player an encounter card and flip this card over, and it has an acceleration token on
Okay.
it.
And we're going to get back to that when we flip, but we're going to go over the prelates.
Okay.
So the prelates, so this is, if you saw in the campaign, there's these overseers, but that's when you're doing missions and stuff. But on the other side is a prelate version. And we're going to start with a prelate in play. And then, of course, we can't defeat the side scheme until we defeat the prelate. So this is how, the roadblock that we got to get through. So there's an acceleration token that's in play until we can get rid of the prelate. And then after you get rid of the prelate, then you remove the 2 threat to advance the story.
Yep. So the first prelate we've got here is Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister is an elite prelate with 5 hit points per player. He schemes for 1, he attacks for 1, he has retaliate 1, toughness, villainous, and he has a victory of 3. So he'll go to the victory pile, whatever he's done, and won't come back. But then he engages the first player, so he will move around with the first player.
Okay. Then we got the Shadow King, 3 scheme, 1 attack, 5 hit points per player, elite, prelate, tough, victory 3. He engages the first player. Force response. After the Shadow King attacks you, choose an ally you control with the highest thwart. Either discard that ally or place threat on the main scheme equal to its thwart.
Right. The next one we've got here is Abyss. So Abyss schemes for 2, attacks for 2, 5 hit points per player. It's got toughness and victory 3. They get plus 2 hit point for each face down card attached to them and engages the first player. And then as a force response, after they activate against you, you're going to attach the top card of your deck to him face down. And you won't get that back until he's defeated. And it'll go to your discard pile.
All right. Then we got Sugar Man. 1 scheme, 3 attack. Again, 5 hit points per player. Elite, prelate, tough, victory 3. He engages the first player. When Sugar Man attacks, this attack gains piercing. If the attack defeats a character, heal 5 damage from Sugar Man.
And the last of the prelates is Mikhail Rasputin. He's got 2 scheme, 2 attack, 5 hit points per player, toughness and victory 3, and he engages the first player. And as a force response, whenever Rasputin attacks you, deal 1 damage to your identity. Doesn't matter which form you're in, it's going to deal a damage to you.
All right. So while those are roadblocks and you got to deal with the main scheme and you can defeat Apocalypse over and over again, and then he advances. This is what we have to go through. So we already showed the Heart of the Empire, but once we defeat the prelate, remove the 2 threat, then we advance to the Towering Citadel. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme while a prelate minion is in play. Well, I think it says we get a new prelate too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So you gain a new prelate when defeated. And then starts with 3 threat. When defeated, the first player reveals a random prelate. So this sets up for the next part. Deal each other player an encounter card, reveal the Tyrant's Throne side scheme, and remove this card from the game. And now we have 2 acceleration tokens.
Okay. And so the Tyrant's Throne starts with 4 threat. Threat cannot be removed while there's a prelate in play, so that stays the same. And the when defeated is similar. The first player is going to get a prelate. Each player is going to get an encounter card. You're going to flip this over, and now you're revealing the no longer worthy, and you have 3 acceleration tokens. So
Okay.
yeah, just keeps getting worse.
And then the no longer worthy, you attach to Apocalypse, and you heal 5 damage per player from him. He cannot take damage while prelate minions in play, so this is to deal with the 5th one that's out. Ignore the force interrupt on the main scheme, which is the part which is this part here, which is when Apocalypse would be defeated, discovered. Yeah, so now he can be defeated, and when Apocalypse is defeated, the players win the game. So yeah, so you got to go through the prelates, remove the threat, deal with all the acceleration tokens that, of course, is messing the main scheme up, and then eventually, hopefully, you can defeat Apocalypse. And ideally, you try to keep him from advancing, so you can keep him at the easier level that you start with. But, if he gets up to stage 4 and he wins, he can win on stage 4. But it's a lot easier to deal with the stage 3 apocalypse than the stage 4.
Oh, yes.
All right.
All right, so now starting on his the cards that come with him. So first thing we've got is an attachment called Cyberpathy. So this one you're going to attach to Apocalypse. It gives him +1 scheme, and then after he schemes, you're going to place 1 threat on each side scheme. So that is the one that you're getting from the module, as long as anything else that might be out. And if it comes out as a boost, you're going to attach the card to Apocalypse.
Okay. Then we got Biomorphic. It gives him +1 attack. It's an attachment attached to Apocalypse. His attacks gain overkill. And as a boost, you attach this card to Apocalypse.
Yeah, remember, so it looks like, yeah, we're just attaching them however they come out. And we have to, flip him or, right,
Yeah,
to get it.
When you
defeat him, that's how you get rid of the schemes.
The
or the attachments. So you're still going to have to defeat him multiple times, even though it won't get rid of them. All right, so then you've got the molecular control. I can't control my mouth, so apparently it's molecular or not molecular. But you're going to attach to Apocalypse.
Lack of control.
Gains +1 he gains Retaliate 1 and Stalwart, and you're going to attach it to him if it comes out as a boost.
So apparently he's been playing Spectrum too much and got that loss of control treachery.
Yeah.
All right. Then we've got 2 copies of the Fittest attachment. +1 scheme, +1 attack. Attach to the minion with the highest printed hit points and give it a tough status card. Otherwise, this card gains surge. Attach enemy gets +5 hit points. And those prelates, in a 2-player game have 10 hit points. So.
Yeah, so yeah, they're even bigger. In a single player game, that doubles their hit points right there.
Yeah.
All right, then we got 3 copies of Wolf Among Sheep. So whenever this treachery is revealed, the prelate minion activates against you. Otherwise, Apocalypse activates against you instead. So it's not good either way. If it comes out as a boost, you're going to give the prelate minion a tough status card. Otherwise, Apocalypse gets the toughness.
Yeah, so sometimes as you're setting things up, you kill the prelate, but you wait to defeat the side scheme because you want to get set up. It's like, okay, we can live with 1 acceleration token while we build up. And it took a lot. So then that card kicks in. So then Apocalypse says, oh, well, I don't have a prelate to defend for me, so I'll defend for myself.
Yeah, but that also gives you a chance to, that's one of the strategies we've used, is it gives you a chance to take out Apocalypse to get rid of attachments.
All right. Then we got...
All right, so we've got 2 copies of the Apocalypse Solution side scheme. So this one starts out with 3 threat, and whenever it's defeated, you're going to discard the top X cards of the encounter deck, where X is the numeral on Apocalypse's printed hit points value. So yeah, you're milling quite a few. And then it has a crisis icon on it.
All right, so the first modular set we have is the Dark Riders. So we got Gauntlet here, 2 scheme, 2 attack, 5 hit points. He's a Dark Rider. Teamwork Dark Riders. Force response. After Gauntlet attacks you, discard an upgrade you control.
Okay. Then we have got Barrage. So Barrage, a Dark Rider with 4 hit points, schemes for 1, attacks for 2. He has Teamwork Dark Rider, and as a force response, after he attacks you, you're going to deal 1 damage to each character you control.
All right. Then we got Hard Drive, 2 scheme, 1 attack, 4 hit points, Dark Rider, Teamwork Dark Rider. Force response. After Hard Drive attacks you, place 1 threat on each scheme, which includes the side scheme that you're trying to get rid of.
Right. Then we've got Tusk. So Dark Rider with 6 hit points, schemes for 0, attacks for 2, has the Dark Rider Teamwork. And as a force response, after they attack you, you're stunned. And if it comes out as a boost, you're stunned anyways.
Right. Then we got Synapse. 2 scheme, 1 attack, 3 hit points, Dark Rider, Teamwork Dark Rider. After Synapse attacks you, you are confused, and a boost, you are confused.
All right, and then the last one we've got from this module is the Dark Rider side scheme. Starts out with 2 threat and has a hinder of 1 per player. And then each Dark Rider minion gains toughness. And then whenever revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a Dark Rider minion is discarded and reveal it.
Okay. And then the other suggested modular set is the Infinites. And we already went over the side scheme, which is Gene Pool, that's in play. But so that affects these guys.
All right.
So we've got 5 copies
Yeah,
here.
we got 5 copies of the Infinite Soldier. So this is an infinite minion with 3 hit points, schemes for 1, attacks for 2. They have guard on them, and if the amount of threat on Gene Pool is at least 3, they're going to have Quick Strike. If it's at least 6, they're going to have Surge, and if it's at least 9, they get an additional 3 hit points. And of course, it starts out with 4. So at the very beginning of the game, if you haven't dealt with it, one of these pops out, they're going to have Quick Strike.
Okay. And then the last cards we got is 2 copies of Culling the Weak. It's a treachery. When revealed, you're going to place 4 threat on the gene pool, and boost, place 2 threat on the gene pool. So, one strategy is just to ignore the gene pool, and then you just have, those guys are going to hit you. But, or, you could try to keep it under control, but that's not necessarily the highest priority.
Yeah, we've kind of done it to where a lot of times we just let it go and deal with the gene pool infinites unless we've got people who benefit from clearing side schemes. Then it's nice to keep it down low so you can clear it easily because it keeps the side scheme out.
Yeah.
So
all right. So so that was Apocalypse. So what is going to happen next? Because we still got 2 more scenarios in the campaign.
Yeah,
but
kidding.
All X-Men and X-Force is all happy that
it's not going to be Loki again, is it?
Well, we'll see. But right now, the X-Men and the X-Force are all happy that they defeated Apocalypse. They can make the world back to normal. But then
normal.
But then something happens.
Da da da.
So we'll see you next time.
All right. And
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more content by us, go hit that notification bell down there, and you'll get alerts whenever we post new videos. All right, see you.